this is Charles Gasparino. He's like a radio journalist type of blowhard guy, and he has some concerns about where corporate America is headed under the Biden administration.
It's from the ground up, and it's not organized. What you have in the left here is an extremely organized attempt to influence corporate behavior. They're doing it through investing. They're using capitalism to make companies more socialist. And they do this through these shareholder votes, by buying stocks in certain companies and pushing their agenda in a very concerted way.
So many of these companies, big companies here and overseas, they've got environmental divisions now, and they talk about renewables all the time, and that really has not been the case up until now. So your point is well taken, and I think we kind of answered it, right? Mm-hmm. You said the question is why, and now we know. Charlie,
I was going to say there's only one way to fight this back. Obviously, a grassroots movement, but believe it or not, Robin Hood is a way to fight back.
That.
Good point.
It's a great point, Charlie.
It is because you're the individual shareholder. You take your money and you vote your own shares as a shareholder instead of giving it to BlackRock.
Robinhood, that's an interesting app to pick out of all of them that you could pick, especially given the fact that they blatantly just manipulated the market in order to screw over the very little guy he's talking about there.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is like, so two things, I think. First, to make the companies more socialist. There's one way you can do that, and that is have the workers worker control of the company. That is, otherwise you don't have socialism. But also,
but the biracial commercials, though.
Right, now that these companies, and I know this firsthand, I had a brother who didn't go into the oil industry but got recruited out of college, and they do have these pitches for their environmental and sustainability initiatives. You know what those are? Those are purely HR, like those are just recruitment culture. That's because they're having a tough time paying people, even with like massive fossil fuel wages, to bet their career onto what our generation understands as a dying industry. So it's like, it's not that they're becoming socialists. It's that they're understanding the state of the world and climate. And yeah, I thought that was a pretty great that BlackRock is the socialist spearhead.
Yeah. That's a good way, though, to connect Biden to it, given the fact that he's stacked or at least put a few people in his administration.
Exactly. And this is the thing about that there are capitalists that understand that, okay, we're going to respond to climate change in some fashion. Let's make sure that we're there to catch the money when it falls. And that's what these BlackRock type plays are. So, and it basically just admits that the state has a role in setting economic priorities. This isn't all just free market stuff. And that's really the problem that they have here. But yeah, I don't know. I thought that was pretty ridiculous.
I mean, for the most part, if a company is doing something progressive, it is because they have been forced to by the workers or by a social movement, or, they're feeling pressure from below and they want to make it look like they're doing something.
Or it's window dressing. I mean, I'm watching the Rangers hockey game last night, right? And JP Morgan Chase is like one of their sponsors, and there's all these ads for, JP Morgan Chase is great for Black opportunity, and we've been wonderful at giving Black people a leg up. I'm like, okay, yeah. I mean, I don't know who falls for this, and I don't know who this sways. It's just like a way to perform some sort of social good when you're behind the scenes,
It's a facade.
Right. It's a facade. That's as easy.
I really enjoyed it when the NSA wished us a happy Gay Pride Day, though.
Right. Yeah, exactly.